It wasn't the three-point shooting contest one might have expected from a game against Houston, but the Rockets got every other kind of shot they wanted. The team maligned for its defense, led by a coach often accused of not caring enough about defense, held the Lakers below 100 points. For the second consecutive playoff series, the Lakers dropped Game 1. This time, they lost 112-97 to the Rockets, who were fueled by 36 points from James Harden in 34 minutes, 24 by Russell Westbrook, 23 by Eric Gordon and a disruptive defensive performance by PJ Tucker. The Lakers, meanwhile, got 25 points from Anthony Davis and 20 from LeBron James, while Alex Caruso added 14. "We couldn't get a rhythm offensively," Lakers coach Frank Vogel said. "Thought we did a better job in the second half, especially defensively, but we couldn't get in a rhythm offensively starting the fourth," said James. "First think it's the speed. They play with a lot of speed, obviously, starting with the head of the snake in Russ, and they play with a lot of speed both offensively and defensively. And you can watch it on film and you can see it on film, until you get out there and get a feel for it. That's what we did tonight. We got a feel for their speed and we should be fully aware of that going into Game 2. That speed translated into turnovers and points off turnovers." James said over and over during his post-game news conference that the Lakers' biggest problem was that they committed 17 turnovers, which led to 27 Rockets points. "It probably hurt the Lakers more being off 6 days, Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni said. "They're a little rusty. I expect them to play better as the series going on. Every game is a new story. And we're going to start from the beginning 2 days from now." The Lakers' 7-0 start inspired confidence, but Harden was responsible for 10 of the Rockets' next 12 points, helping Houston tie the score at 12. There were some signs early that this might be a tougher night for the Lakers. They had trouble stopping Harden without fouling him. The former MVP scored 12 points in the first quarter and shot 3 free throws. He scored 13 points in the second quarter and shot 8 free throws. "We were careless fouling him and that definitely gets him going," Vogel said. "We know this about James. If you're gonna beat the Houston Rockets, you gotta play him without fouling." James had some highlight reel moments in the first half. With 8:32 left in the second quarter, he drove toward the basket and as he elevated for a dunk, Westbrook tried to get in front of him. Westbrook simply became a victim of the moment. Rob Pelinka patted the top of his head from where he sat, in the distanced spectator seats where more than a dozen family members and guests of the Lakers sat. The Lakers tied it at 52 with 3:21 left in the second quarter on a floater from Rajon Rondo, playing in his first game since March 10.